Okay, so this is going to be the first pull out of the second mould that we did. I can't remember if there's top skin or lower skin. Let's have a look. It is the lower skin. Yep, so it's going to be the lower skin. Let's have a look inside and see what we've got. Everything on the outside looks good. The foam all seems to be the right sort of consistency. It looks pretty good. It's really starting to release. It's always a good thing, good sign. Let's get these pins out. One mould. The one core part of the mould is still playing up, so there's another little crack on it, the one that we've been repairing. The one I've been repairing. Yeah, it's got another crack around here, so I'll need to weld that up. Really poor print, that one. This is the one we did at 0.2mm layer height. Anyway, let's see what we got. Loosen things up a bit. Let's go around the edge nice and slowly. Oh, it's come away really easy. Always a good sign, eh? There we go. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, not quite. Oh, there we go. Ooh, another beauty. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So to have a few more of these bubbles in it. I haven't really sussed out how it's the best way of pouring it. I think the ones where I haven't messed around with the pour very much seem to have a more consistent sort of cavity, sort of bubble cavity free. Not that it's a problem. So we just try and cast this so thin in areas, and that bubble there I can actually feel, so we'll have to pinprick that from the other side. But no, that's really nice. I mean, it's come away from the mould really well, really well. I think I've got this. I think I've got the old release agent working, you know, working really well now. Right, let's get under here. Get just a sound. My special little tool, bamboo skewer. You just sand down. It's nice and bendy and flexible, so it's not going to, you know, it's not going to damage the. Not going to damage your print. Right, let's see what we got. Okay, just get under there. So you can see there. Oh, it's coming away so nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right on the try the leading edge there. Nice and gently. I'll try and get into this flashing a bit more. And this flashing is so thin, you know, it's easily the best mould I've done where the reference the parting planes. You know, there's no thickness to this flashing whatsoever, which is brilliant. On some of the earlier moulds where they'd warped a bit and you know, the actual thickness of the the printed part was a lot thinner, so they're all distorted and warped, and then when I put them together, it looked like they worked, but there was obviously big gaps here, and I had some come out with like 1 mil flashing and stuff, which is obviously no good. And that's why I've printed these moulds so thick now, although they're very hollowed and they're not very strong at all. But I'm definitely going to have to, when I do any more moulds, this sort of size, I'm definitely going to look at filling the moulds either with maybe a epoxy sand mix, or maybe some plastic. Whatever I use, I just need to make sure that the temperature doesn't rise too high during curing, because I don't really want it to distort. You can see, you can see as we put in pressure on this, where it releases from the mould. Hopefully you can see that. Try to keep you in frame. See, it's releasing nicely all the way down there. So this is going really nice so far. Touch wood. That's what I said last time. Let's go around the other way a bit. Let's go around, that's all at least. That's good. Where the aerolin's going to mount. Oh, this is so thin, this flashing. It's so easy to remove as well. There you go. See our lines that we scribed in there? You can see them there. You can actually feel them as well. You can imagine if those lines weren't scribed in there for you to trim to, it's really hard to actually decide where you should be trimming to. So I want to break this trailing edge now, I've got to be really careful. And it's really, really fine, but once the two parts are glued together, it's more than strong enough. You just easily, it's really thin. I really don't want to. Let's go down here a bit. Let's go underneath the servo. Something broke there. Okay, I'm going to tap it from the other end. Let's try it. Oh, the flashing's a little bit thicker on this little bit here. Let's try it again. Come on. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. There she goes. Get into this little bit of flashing here. This is so fine. Yeah, probably went a little bit extreme on these trailing edges on this. It's all part of the learning, I think the main reason why I did this, because when I actually did this after I did the tests on the flying stabilizer, and I think I left about 1/2 mil thickness for the stabilizers, and they turned out really, 1/2 mil. So I thought, oh, maybe I could go down to, I think on the model it's like, I don't know, 0.25 of a mil on that gauge. It's nothing really. Once you sanded your mould, you've lost that really in reality. Okay, so this is releasing nicely now. You can see it's the leading edge there is releasing as we push the skewer in. I think we're almost there. Just a little bit catching here. Yeah, it's definitely something over here that's catching. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's definitely something there catching. I could look at that. Oh, that's where the crack is. That's where the new cracks formed there. So obviously, some of the material's actually gone into the crack and keyed it in. That's why I couldn't get that up. I had to break the. So that needs repairing. Yeah, it's a troublesome. It's a troublesome core, this one. Okay, it's really thin here, so I've got to be really careful. Just go gently, gently. Really gently. Okay, so we're still attached all along here. Let's go back this way, see if we can go to release a bit more on that side. Oops. Get under that rope. Try to get underneath this rope here. See if we can push it through. Okay. So there we go. I mean, it's also quite good. You can see how much I can actually flex the material. Yeah, that's without cracking. This gives you an indication how strong the material is. Still good. Still hasn't broken it. Let's get under here now. Try and get into this tricky area. Ah, there we go. So close now. So close. Okay. That's all released. That's all released. Okay, so need to work around the servo hatch. So we actually cut this. We have a very, very fine piece of plastic on here at the moment. They'll actually be cut out because they've got a little servo hatch that will fit over that. Servo cover. Try to get under there a bit. Just nice and gently. A little bit at a time. Okay, let's try and get from this edge. Oops. Okay, let's go into here. Come on. Let's try to go there a bit. Come on. Come on. You know you want to release. Come on. This first pull's always the worst one. Come on. Woo. Let's try a bit from here. Come on. Come on, there we go. There we go. So I'm going to try and break this. Because it might be holding it. Need all the help we can get at the moment. Let's get rid of the brushing that's holding that surface, perhaps. I'll just sharpen my toothpick. That's a better one. Let's try this one. It. It's starting to come up now. See, it's starting to come up there. So we're getting there. Just need to be gentle and patient. Don't rush it. Come on, my precious. You know you want to come out. Let's make sure that's all freed up. Let's try and go from the centre. Come on. It's catching a little bit of the. Let's try a two-pronged attack. See how we go. Leave some tension underneath there. I'll try and get from this. There we go. That's what we want to see. And voila! Now you hear me squeal like a little girl. That's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So delicate. Oh my god, so delicate. I mean, this trailing edge is excessively thin. You know, you can see I've just lost a little wafer thin of the trailing edge there. But like I say, we've got the other one too. Let's go on the other side, and that these feel so much lighter than the previous cast I've done. So we got this, the one that we cast before, our first cast. So, once these are all trimmed up and joined and cleaned up, you have a very, very nice wing. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Very nice indeed. Yeah, really pleased with that. Very, very pleased with that. Yeah, looks like I've actually cracked it a little bit, just on the inside. Oh, that's where the crack was, wasn't it? Remember I said the mould had a slight crack, and you can see it there. This core part is causing a lot of grief. This is a repair we did when I broke it there, and obviously where the pins are, I'm breaking. That's why when I do the next layer of moulds, I'm actually going to put big solid blocks in here to spread the load and simplify 3D as a solid structure, just to spread everything out a bit, because obviously that's a weak point. You're putting a pin in there all the time, so I'm going to have to weld that up. Clean that up, weld it up so the material doesn't go in there. And that's obviously where the material went in, you can see it there. Remember, I came around this area, I was a job getting it out, and sort of keyed itself in. Oh, but that's come out so nice. So nice. Oh, that's where we did the repair. I can just feel the repair there. Because I didn't actually do a super duper job on it, but I'm sure if you painted it, you'd be able to see where the repair is. I mean, the good thing about working this way, because you're working in negative all the time, so if there's a crack, the material's going in, there's going to be excess material, so you can sand off that excess material. It's the other way around. You don't want it where it comes up, because it means that you haven't got material in there, so you have to fill, i.e. add weight. But man, that feels good. There's a lot of flashing on there. There's a lot of flashing on there. So let's just weigh this one. I'm hoping to get a wing full assembled wing for about 20 grams. I think it's still going to be slightly over 10 grams this, but let's see. Never know. Never know. Yeah, 11.3. There's a lot of flashing on there, so might get close to 10. Might get close. Well, look at that. Look how it flexes without breaking. It feels a bit flimsy there, but I tell you, once you glue these two bits together, because you've got a solid contact all the way around the perimeter of it, and then you got this rib here as glued, and then you got these points here on the sort of spar, as it were, and around the server that all touch. It is strong. Probably too strong, but anyway. So yeah, cool. So what I need to do is cast another one of these, one that isn't cracked, and then we can join them. Okay then, we'll see you again soon. Cheers.